am Professor Siddhartha Das. I am past president of the RSSDI for 2 terms, 2002 and 2003. I am patron and chairperson of the 45th annual conference of the RSSDI, currently going on in the city of Bhubaneswar. Diabetes is practically a disease of lifestyle. The explosion in the quantum of diabetes population in India is consequent to change in our lifestyle, food habit, and day-to-day practices. Over and above, a genetic built, a family history definitely worsens the situation. It's very important that each family understands that how important is lifestyle modification, and every person who has been affected with diabetes also understands that the main pillar of management is first lifestyle modification and then comes medication. Medication alone is not going to help us so much as it would be added over and above a good lifestyle modification. Lifestyle modification is just not a statement, it has to be a practice. The practice will vary from person to person, it will vary from type of population, it will vary from the individual's own profession and how he takes care of his own family, on oneself. Simple tips as to what a person should not eat. The simple tips are like you should avoid anything that has direct sugar in it, like sweets, sugar cane, jaggery, which has direct sugar. Similarly, fruit juices, which will be immediately converted to direct sugar, should be avoided. Complex carbohydrates like rice, because a vast majority of Indians, rice is the staple diet. So rice should be a parboiled rice, or what in the eastern part of the country is called as usna rice, or rice having more fiber content. Similarly, if you go to the other cereals, wheat is preferred to its own more polished forms like maida or suji, because the whole grains are much better with fibers and they definitely have a lower glycemic index. Coming to other vegetables, all green vegetables are most welcome. Tubers that grow under the ground, potato, sweet potato, kachu, arbi should be avoided because the content of refined carbohydrate in them is very, very high. Whereas onions, lasun, garlic, even carrots to some extent, and radish definitely is most welcome because it is high fiber content. Coming to the non-vegetarian dishes, non-veg dishes containing omega-3 fatty acids like the fish, whether it is a marine fish or a freshwater fish, is more welcome than red meat. If somebody lives in a place where fish is in scarcity, if you want to have fowl, go for a country chicken, and if you are having broiler chicken, avoid the leg piece because leg piece contains high quantity of fat. In meat, take the lean meat, avoid the fatty portion of the meat, and avoid the liver portion of the meat. Coming to exercise. In exercise, one can do exercise as per his own convenience. Where the facility for playground is available and a person does not have any physical disability, you can go for games. Otherwise, youngsters, because nowadays we find that the development of type 2 diabetes is more marked in the adolescent and young people. So young people should not go for just walking or strolling. They should go for more physical exertion in the form of brisk walking, jogging, cycling, or even skipping, especially for homemaker ladies who may not be having good access to playgrounds and fields, can do skipping. Skipping is a very, very good exercise. It can be done indoor, it can be done just with a piece of rope, properly tied at both the ends with something that you hold on to it. And it's a very, very useful exercise because it makes you all the joints of the body move, starting from the toe joints to the neck joints, to the skeletal joints in the neck. So skipping is a very good exercise for any gender and for the reproductive age group, and also for those who are not physically challenged. Persons who have arthritis is a big problem because they have difficulty in walking, they have difficulty in jogging. They can take to drill exercises as it is done in the open field. School drills. You can stretch your arms, you can bend your back, you can bend forward in a particular static position. And exercise should be done for at least half an hour every day to about 45 minutes every day, depending on the availability of time for you. And when going for exercise, please do remember, do not take food and do not take any medication except antihypertensives. If somebody is hypertensive, please take your drugs for the hypertension. Do not take anti-diabetic drugs. Do not take any food. And after you finish your exercise, take a rest for a couple of minutes and then have your tablets or insulin and then have your food as prescribed by your own physician. Then comes the type of interaction and lifestyle. The most important thing is your working hours and your sleep hours. 6 hours of sound sleep is very much required for any individual. This is my message to our young colleagues who are working in the IT sector, working in the management sector, who have got late night calls, who are making their times adjusted with the global timings of different cities of the world. They should remember that 6 hours of sound sleep is very, very much required for a good health. So lifestyle modification, dietary modification, physical exercise, and sleep cycle, normal sleep cycle are very important. For these things, you do not have to go to gymnasiums, you do not have to spend a lot of money in the fields, go to golf clubs or tennis courts, tennis clubs. You can do it in the available space in your house, you can do it in the common municipality areas or whatever the areas are available, and you can enjoy your life like anybody else. I wish all our colleagues, friends, and all people who have got diabetes, and also it's my request to all family members where the prevalence of diabetes is high in the family, that the next generation should be prevented from developing diabetes by taking to these healthy habits. Thank you.